Many managers, particularly quantitative and systematic managers, want to be able to show their models on a back-tested basis. And many investors in that space not only want to see back-tested data, but they often have criteria that they give to the managers to include in a custom backtest. Now, this has been going on for years. This is simply how money is raised in the quantitative or systematic space. But with the new marketing rule we have now is an actual roadmap on how to do this the right way. And what does the right way mean? Well, it means you have to do three things, basically. The first, you have to have policies and procedures in place to ensure that the backtest, the model performance that you are producing is appropriate to the actual model that you're selling. So in other words, you have to have policies requiring your people to ensure that the model performance is appropriate to the model. Second, you have to have informational disclosures. Disclosures that let the reader understand the criteria used, the major decisions, and any real shortcomings in terms of your process. Because that way, they can decide how much or how little weight that they should apply to this backtest and what its value is. And third, you need a different kind of disclosure. You need warnings. You want statements that tell readers that backtests are not perfect. There are inherent shortcomings in the use of backtested performance, model performance, etc. You want to be able to give them enough information so that they are at least on notice of the fact that backtests aren't perfect and they are not necessarily indicative of what's going to happen in the future. Now, as an aside, the use of hypothetical or backtested performance in a one-on-one meeting with a prospective investor for a private fund is not technically in the definition of advertisement, but you do get a different result when you're talking about a managed account. And in addition, if you have an unsolicited investor request for a backtest, that as well can fall outside of the definition of advertisement.
And finally, I wanted to add 2 points from a PE perspective when we're talking about hypothetical performance. First is, oftentimes we get questioned on whether a PE fund can use target or projected returns. And then second, as PE funds may have different investment strategies and they may be aggregated in one fund, whether they could take select investment strategies and discuss their performance. In both scenarios, hypothetical performance requirements and restrictions would apply.